How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. We're kicking it off tonight with Bayonet. I'm very excited. We will be going towards the city of Rillis to meet with one Lady Kathleen and other important key members that reside within to bring about the downfall of the Sovereign, the near godlike ghost that plagues and rules this land. I'm Sir Pfeffer's the Humble Dungeon Master of the Longshot table, and I'm very excited to kind of sink our teeth into this. Introduce a bit of the world. We do have the Discord if you would like to join our community. We also have bingo in there, as well as visual aids. And if you want to get caught up on the 4 weekly streamed campaigns we got going on here, you can head over to the YouTube Longshot, which has just been visually revamped as of last night. I think that's it for now on the announcements. Let me throw it over to Azalea. Let me throw it over to Drak.
I'm Jack, or Drakoniques. Also share Drakoniques, Drakoniques. Just add a .h.io to find me on Blue Sky. I don't think we really have anything in particular to announce. On Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be over on Table Story. It's TABLESTORY. In a Vampire the Masquerade / Otherworld campaign, where I came on as a guest and ended up sticking around as a main cast after that. So it's been a lot of fun.
That's cool.
If you like vampires, I think we're going to be doing.
What clan are you playing?
But I'm going to say anyway. I'm playing a. I was going to play a Bruja, but I'm playing the sire of someone else's character. That's why I guessed it on. So I'm playing a Toreador instead. But very heavily, I'm basically doing all of the Bruja things to
as a Toreador.
Yeah, to kind of keep the fact of what I am and who I am a secret.
Oh,
now
interesting.
Biker gang in a nightclub.
For those of you who haven't played Vampire the Masquerade, it's a real cool system.
It is a lot of fun. But yeah, that's me. Also, check out Sacred Machinations on the podcast services. It's mech / deity godhood kind of teach up podcast. So check that out. But yeah, that's me.
All right, throw it out.
I'll throw it over to Valve.
I got it. Okay. Hey everybody. I'm so happy to be back. Last week's one shots were really fun, but I am so. I needed to get back to this. So yeah, I'm Andy. I'm ValveMax 010. I'm other places on the internet, but I'm mainly over on TikTok at the same handle, ValveMax 010, doing little goofs and gags, mainly about D&D and TTRPG stuff. If you want to see more of me and laugh a little bit, maybe follow me there. And I'm returning tonight to play Pierce Ashwalker, the kid who just wants it all to stop. Yeah, that's really all I have for tonight. So without any other shenanigans, I will pass it over to Kate.
Hey y'all, my name is Kate. You can find me at TheCloudyKate on any social media that I am there for. I am a cosplayer, a TTRPG player, a performer. A couple of performance gigs I have coming up. If you're in the Orlando area, you can catch me 2 weekends in a row, October 11th with Bookish Cafe Orlando, doing a not murder mystery, but like a mystery night sort of thing. And then October 18th with Moray Sister Boutique, I am playing the Bride of Frankenstein at like a Halloween ball. And then just announced in February from the 20th to the 21st, I will be at a Fourth Wing inspired weekend event in Bentonville, Arkansas with Astrea Fantasy Events. And I have a couple more stuff lined up throughout the beginning of next year. So just keep an eye on my social media. I do stuff all over the country. So yeah, passing that. Oh no, I am playing Dahlia. Forgot about that. Your undead, dead Gloomstalker Ranger. I don't know.
It's giving refried beans.
Did I mention she's dead? Anyway. But more importantly, she's got Ooh, a little toad. Not little. He's a big boy. He's a big toad named Sweet Pea,
Sweet Pea is a chonk.
who just sits on her head.
Huge.
That's it. Take it away, Omega.
Hey friends, what up? Hi, my name is Omega Jones, also known as CritBard. CritBard across all social media channels. I'm a professional actor and vocalist from the Midwest, turned tabletop designer, gamer, host, moderator, jack of all trades, master of like 3 of them. You might recognize me from Critical Role, making music from them, or working with Wizards of the Coast, World of Darkness. Also a founding member of Oops All Himbos, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's all himbos doing some good in this TTRPG space as we can. Fighting off toxic masculinity one himbo at a time. But today I am Solomon. Solomon is a martyr. He is a human martyr, just trying to come into Woe and Oed to deal with the person who claims to be more than they are. And once they are dealt with, so shall he be. A final act to deal with many things. But yeah, that's him. And he's very, I can't say he's excited, but he is here. He has a mission. And he's off to Rillis.
Well, on the way to Rillis, the party finds themselves at the top of the mountain. As far high up as you can get, having traveled through these past couple of days. Everyone gets a long rest in case you needed it.
Long rest.
Thanks.
Thank you.
My 13 hit points. Oof.
Much to do.
Really needed this back.
If we are long resting, I want to make sure I go through the motions. We don't have to go through all the details of all the stuff that we do. However, specifically, depending on where we are, if it's like set back up in the tower that they can make or whatever, at one point you would see Solomon again stick his hand into the lantern that he has, and there'll be a pulsing. You'll see those veins, actually specifically this hand with the striations upon it, the mark. He'll place that into the lantern, and you'll see that it almost siphons something from him and glows brighter. But he says nothing. It is wordless. It is silent. There's definitely a pain to it, but there's a resolve behind that. He does this every single night.
Evie would also join in on a few of these rituals, a few of these traditions.
Oh, we still praying. It still happens every night. Like I said, we don't necessarily have to. We can go through it, but
no, I think we can come to that. We can come back to that later.
Yeah.
The people who have been to the city of Rillis before are not as shaken as the two who have not been so close as to being able to look up and see the monolithic megacity that is, for the most part, abandoned, running all the way through the interim to the other landscape, Waynesward. This massive city is staggering. You're coming up from a different mountain than the way Pierce, Azalea, you guys left. You've not been this way before, Azalea. There's never been a need to come through this specific route. But you know that there is a village here. Small village known as Tarse. Much like Plea on the far side. Oh, thank you, CB. Appreciate you. Following narrow goat trails, slowly make your way, weaving along the inside of the mountainside, until you eventually can see this kind of plateaued, shelved village with multiple buildings made of stone or carved into the side of the mountain in this tier, stair-esque, slanting city. Oh, thank you, Kate. No one's ever been here before, but already it's too quiet. It's hard to really see what's going on as you're kind of entering at the bottom of the city, as it were, the town of Tars. You can't easily see up into the rest of the city. There's some perception checks that need to be made. Okay. My party needs to stop gifting me subs. This is
TARST?
Tars, TARSS.
Damn.
Okay, I thought it was T2.
Man, you gotta make things that are easier to spell.
Never.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, did we ever determine if it was an S or a C?
It was an
It's
S.
an S. Yeah.
And 1 or 2 L's?
And I was wrong to call it a C, but I did at first call it a C. 2 L's.
Is it 2 L's?
No,
We're
it's
going
1
with two
L.
L's as well? Oh my god.
I'm gonna scream.
I'm the only one who spelled it right.
I spelled it the way Flappers told me to spell it.
The issue,
Whatever, it's done.
He gave you it
issue is
in
that
written
the-
form,
is that
and
your
somehow
voice
it's
Literally
is
written
that-
form.
Your point theft forgot and remembered how to pronounce it and wrote it down again later
I'm gonna
incorrectly.
scream.
And it continued to snowball from there.
This is an ongoing thing with Feth for the you viewers. He never remembers how to spell anything that he tells us.
What is this slander?
How give them a look behind the curtain?
Don't look. You're gonna see all my hamsters and too many wheels and not enough hamsters.
Ignore those.
You said perception checks?
Running around on the floor. Yeah, let's get perception checks.
So I rolled an
Uh,
8, but I have a plus 15. So that's what, 23?
Jeez, dog.
Work. Guidance.
I would like, as we're walking, you said we're like beneath the lower shelf of this city, and like even despite us not being here, being around here from here, we can tell it's oddly quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I think seeing that, they're going to, without a word, reach for their hand and twist, and you hear a cracking sound like porcelain snapping as they snap their hand completely off their wrist and set it down on the ground. And I cast Creeping Touch as you watch this hand start to twitch and form into a porcelain spider and crawl up the shelf and go into the town.
No.
Yes.
Scrabbling up the side of the wall and skittering within.
Just Solomon's over here just like saying a prayer to himself. To death's eyes do I walk. And the what the fuck is that?
It's okay, he does that all the
Can-
time.
You see through that?
Yes, I'm gonna let it get into the city first, but I become blind here, but I can see through it up there.
Oh, me too. And Sweet Pea's gonna and go with the weird hand spider.
23.
I love the idea of this quick, gnarly looking spider skittering into sight and out of sight, and then just Sweet Pea absolutely trucking his way through with a look
It's
of
the
determination.
Furious Five in Poe sneaking through Gongming City and Kung Fu.
Yeah.
All right. There's a lot of goats. There is a profound amount of goats, and a lot of them have gotten out. And Sweet Pea and Azalea's hand go on a bit of a montage of staying away from these goats. You know, at one point, Sweet Pea and the hand are like together on a rooftop, and the goats are managing to find a way onto the rooftop, and they gotta keep going. Shenanigans
Someone
ensue.
draw it.
It's giving buddy cop. But the first person to be found, the first corpse, has a perfect ring burned into their chest. They have no weapons on them, but instead a bucket next to a well. Instantly cauterized. You don't see any blood.
Do I know of any creatures that can do that?
Make a history check. It's a perfect circle.
Yeah. Okay.
A perfect ring. I should
18.
say. 18. You met a knight from the Feywild. A ways back. Who had a halo roughly this size. You also know that Tyrant Lord Huerst has a halo. But it's much larger than the wound you see here.
I think my eyes closed. I'm looking through, as we're looking through the spider and Sweet Pea, I assume Dahlia sees this as well. Is this what Sweet Pea and my spider see, or is this what we?
Yeah, this is what the two
Okay.
familiars, I would say, kind of familiars, discover. Pierce and Solomon, you guys are kind of keeping watch over the two as they're doing recon, keeping an eye out. More goat shenanigans. At one point, because you guys are up against the kind of shelf, there's just one goat kind of looking down at you guys, and then like 2 more, and then like 15 more, and another one, and they're all just kind of watching y'all.
Can I make a nature check on these goats? What's up with the goats?
Aren't you currently seeing through Sweepy right now, though?
Yeah, but the goats are near there, right?
The goats are
Two?
everywhere.
Goats are everywhere.
Goats are all around.
So I didn't know if this was a
but-
Pierce Solomon thing.
Yeah, I
but
want to hear what
if they can see. That's
Solomon
fine. I
and
was
Pierce
just seeing
are up to, and
that was a yeah.
while Azalea and Dahlia are scooting around in their familiars.
Pierce is definitely creeped out. I think Oberon, if he's chilling outside of the mark, he may be getting like a little too excited, and Pierce keeps having to like pet down the bristles, and he's like, "Hey, no, don't do that. Otherwise, it's back in the arm."
Almost in the same regard, I feel like Evie's probably like, "Ooh, goats," and Solomon's like, "No."
Yeah, once there's like
Have to tell our
once
children
there's
not
more
to
than
run
like
off.
5 of them,
Yeah.
Evie's like, that's that, and there's more.
They are just animals. They will not harm you. Yes.
One of them kind of disappears and eventually appears again, around about on the same path and level as the 2 of you.
Does it seem? Solomon said it's just an animal, but does it seem to have more about it, or is it just a goat?
I think it lands as just a goat to everybody. Everybody seeing these goats are like, these are just wild goats or goats that were a part of this village that have gotten out over time.
Okay. If they're not bothering anything, he won't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
If too many of them start encroaching on our position,
That part.
like, yeah.
They're
That
feeling out. They're getting a little closer. They're kind of feeling it out. They're feeling out the boundary.
I'll just say,
They do look hungry too.
fair. It's the only thing they're trying to eat us.
They're gonna eat my metal arm.
Oh, they're hungry. From death begets life. I'm gonna cast create food and water.
Oh.
I do have that spell.
Okay.
That's cute.
It don't taste like shit. Like no salt, no pepper, no obey, nothing.
You know these goats are hungry for people. You know they ate the corpses here. Why are you
We're
giving them
so
food? They got a
far.
taste for blood. They want flesh.
Well,
You know they ate the dead people. That's what he set up.
One
They
of
gonna
them.
eat this first, and if they don't, then they can stop.
One of them
suffer.
kind of comes down the way.
Just like hold out this very bland, like MRE type energy. Whoever gets like
Goat
opens it
drool.
up and just
It's a brick.
Start salivating.
I'm going to like yeet it off to the side so it's not too close to us, but enough that they can just go run to get it.
A very impressive, alacritive stampede is suddenly in that direction as the one goat who started to eat it and then ran after it didn't die. The other goats, they all just and the ones by Dahlia and Azalea's familiars, suddenly they hear a distant and they all immediately start booking it. Yeah.
So it's known I create 45 pounds of food.
Okay.
There you go.
Perfect. Good. There's a lot of goats.
Yeah,
There's a
like
lot of
just
goats.
kinda-
This
Goat
is for the
tsunami.
best. Just a wall
So they
of
will be
goats.
handled.
Okay. Okay.
Bland but nourishing is in the text.
The two familiars may make an investigation check as the rest of the
boy.
party begin. Oh no, they wouldn't move forward because they're still back there. Yeah, let's get an active investigation check.
Using Sweet Pea stats?
No, using
Alright,
your
yours.
stats because they're
Thank
they're the mental stats. and
God.
You're in there right now.
Thank God, because Sweet Pea has a 1
eyes
in
go
intelligence.
my
He's got
spider
a
does
1
well.
intelligence.
The frog blink.
I rolled
Okay.
terribly anyway. I rolled a 4.
It's an investigation.
Yeah.
1 second. Ugh.
You get somewhat dragged along by a goat at one point, Azalea. The hand does. Going for an investigation. You just
22.
go for a ride.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Locked in.
You find a couple more corpses with the ring wounds in different areas. But Sweet Pea does find someone alive.
Are they conscious or?
You hear the soft breathing of someone who is asleep, who has barricaded themselves in the corner with garbage and trash, and kind of just wrecked furniture, until they're completely covered in like just objects, concealing themselves, and has fallen asleep.
So Dahlia will relay that to everyone else because she can speak, she just can't see or hear. And we'll try to give directions, I guess, of how Sweet Pea got there, and then Sweet Pea's just gonna lick the person.
Okay. Okay. Sweet Pea starts making their way into the little barricade. Flotsam. And finds a bit of ankle.
Yeah.
By the time the party is making their way towards this location, you hear, oh, jeez, oh, what? That is the biggest frog I have ever seen. Then it gets
He's a
not a
toad.
immediate silence.
Oh, sorry. Did not mean to scare you. That's my toad. Sweet Pea.
Out.
You watch the spider crawl over to Azalea, and Azalea sets their hand on the ground. The spider crawls up their hand, up their arm, and down the arm again, and it attaches itself to the wrist, and it forms back into a hand.
Just. And as Solomon reaches and gets to the group, found someone.
Yes.
Yes.
From within the building, there's a shadow that kind of moves around a little bit, and a roughshod spear is the first to leave, and then this very gaunt, he's been eating goats, so he's like well fed, but he's
You killed my sheep.
my favorite sheep. But it's giving not giving homeless, but giving like on the lam, like,
Yeah.
you know, this dude hasn't bathed in a while, you know, this is probably the same set of clothes he's been wearing all this time, and
me too.
he's a furbolg,
Furbolg.
so he's got kind of a Wookiee vibe as he kind of gingerly.
Hello. I see you're living a bit rough right now. Do you need anything that we can help you with right now? I have some rations.
Oh, I don't have much. I can maybe a ticket out of here would be amazing.
What happened here?
Faye. Ettercaps and Eladrin and satyrs and mushroom people.
I'm gonna nudge Oberon behind me. Just hide him.
Prancing,
Is it?
skipping as they went.
Is it normal for Fae to be on Womanoid, or have I heard of Fae anything from the, like, possibly there have been portals, but like a mass almost intrusion from the Feywild like this before?
While it is, I don't want to say common for Feywild to be included in the list of people that get snatched, you know, and brought into this place. There's never been like an organization of Fey. There's never been a Fey faction or anything like that. Even the Knight of the Feywild of the Rauki that Pierce and Azalea met was a lone individual that swore in eternity in the name of vengeance to go in and hunt somebody, knowing full well they would never return.
Did they ask for anything, or did they charge through?
They sang. I didn't know what they were singing of.
Ugh.
They laughed. It was a lot.
Imagine.
emulate it?
Sorry?
Could you mimic what it sounded like? for
Oh,
them to
please don't.
sing?
Oh.
He's gonna make a history check.
Sorry, I just wanted to
No.
figure out.
No, not in the cards for him. He see a bit of pain. He goes, I'd rather not right now. Maybe later if I could.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
sorry,
I
I didn't
I
mean
don't
to-
even live here. I was just passing through it. You're fine.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Solomon has been quiet, watching. He's a kind soul, but he is a wayward, knowing soul. And people popping up could be good, could be bad. Doesn't matter. Nat one.
This person's made of person.
Yep. I will say the nat one won't change anything as far as what was going to happen next. Watching, and honestly probably makes what he does even more apparent, because he sees a good, he sees that nothing's wrong, but just in case, in Celestial, he says, reveal the unseen, and nothing shall escape death. Detect evil and good.
Ooh. Read me the
Sorry.
spell so I can get some exacts.
Yeah. Sorry. Reminder, chat, that I do not use D&D Beyond. I am doing paper and pen.
I can pull it up if you like.
PDF. No, it's fine.
Because he's based.
Based.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you.
Here we are. Detect evil and good. For the duration, if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or undead within 30 feet of me, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, I know if a place or an object within 30 feet has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Oh, excellent. This whole place has been desecrated.
Ooh, wow.
This whole place has been desecrated. And a sweet sense of fey pervades this place. Oberon smells sweet. The what you're picking up now is like a sickly sweet, almost fetid,
Like,
like rotting meat.
I think, cause I don't know, he's a noble adjacent. He would have had to do like the history and other stuff. Does it feel like Fae, but like different set of Fae, different group of Fae? For the sickliness of it, is it like Seelie and unseelie type of energy?
Got you. You're not sure.
Okay,
You're not sure.
that's fine.
People of Whistland don't know much about the Feywild.
Oh, that is also fair. Okay. And really quickly, anything popping from the guy?
The guy, nope.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna say, let me think. As I start to look at the desecration, my DoorDash is here.
No worries.
Jen, we are heading to Rillis if
Oh,
he needs
his eyes like
an escort.
wander up to the mega city that looms above. I hope this isn't a first-time journey.
In this direction, yes, it is. But
Ooh.
we are from Rillis. So at least the
Well,
city itself
speak for
is not.
yourself.
If that's where you're headed, I'll take my chances with y'all. With you all. My southern leaked out there for a second.
With y'all.
I was passing through. They were a village of shepherds. When the laughing folk came through, they didn't ask any questions. They just killed people.
Killed the people, left the goats, and then scrammed.
I don't think they took anything. Not sure why they didn't sense me.
You You said you're not from here. Are you from um
Elsewhere.
elsewhere? Yes. How long have you been on Woman Owed?
I'm not sure. Not terribly long. Maybe a couple of years.
This town of shepherds. How long were you in town for?
I just arrived. I just managed to get some food in my system, and
Did they all seem like locals, or did anyone else seem like they were from elsewhere?
the the tavern keep. She didn't say so in such literal terms, but she implied that she was sympathetic and that she had been through something similar.
And is this tavern keep dead?
It's a couple levels up. He indicates upwards into the village.
Right, well,
I was on my way
Can
out
you
of the city to find a couple of trees to put my hammock up and get some sleep.
well, if you'd like to do that, you're more than welcome to, or we might try and see what happened here.
I'll show you the
I
way.
have never heard of a Feywild attack of this scale. And trust me, I know of most of the things that go bump in the night here.
Yes, some of the burns I've seen seem like they could have been inflicted by the halo of the knight we saw pierce, or of someone with similar ability and stature.
They did have these rings around their head, across their eyes.
And they didn't ask for anyone. They just rampaged through.
It was laughing amongst the screams. I don't think I heard any questions or any words being conveyed in any language I knew.
All of them had these rings?
There was maybe, if I had to guess, I'd say there was maybe 50 of them.
50.
And the color was like a dark.
Oh, it was like a
Color.
it was like a green, like a gray green.
And to pierce above table, that color does not ring a bell for any of the Fae or Tyrant Lords that we've met.
Nope. Tyrant Lord's got a red one.
That knight from Rauki had a black one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I go to a corpse?
Mhm.
And see if I can tell how it died? Like, I've seen death in many different ways, literally, but also like being a former paladin, being around bodies
like-
and things. I'm just wondering if, like, obviously it's probably like, I don't know how long it's been, if these bodies are like desiccated at all. But like, if I can pinpoint like what did it, like,
So if you were to take a lightsaber and make it into a ring, and then
Yeah.
just put that through someone, that's
through
what it looks
someone.
like.
Okay, I
died.
thought it was like it's like a burn, like an etching.
No,
of it.
it's like a really bad
Cookie cutter.
radiant stab wound.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Have I seen
Fully
wounds like this
cauterized
before?
around the rim.
Not like this. This is new territory.
And before I ask this, have y'all got his name yet?
I don't think we have.
Great. What's your name and where were you going?
I can't say I've really been going anywhere. It's been finding places to stay in relative safety and moving on, trying to find other places where I can curry a bit of debt, move on.
I won't say you don't have a purpose, but that doesn't sound like you're trying to find something. If anything, it sounds like you're trying to find yourself. Again, not something I'm trying to do for you right now. To understand the facts.
My name's Joshua. I'm from far away.
Now, do you spell this JH''TUH?
Don't forget the silent Q.
It's actually like Shushua, you know, spelled like shoe and then Shua.
Yes.
The J is the SH is silent and the J is not there.
Funny. Oh.
Actually, Yoshua sounds pretty cool, but Joshua, just
Joshua, go.
I will lose my marbles. Yes.
If you're in need of protection, something we can do. If you're in need of guidance, something we also can do. But we're going to Rillis. I'll say we're going. We're moving into the city. And if you need someone to travel with, there's power in numbers.
It's risky, but being here seems a bit final. Eventually all these goats will attract something big. So
How
yeah.
long ago did this happen?
I'm not 100%. Maybe a week ago.
And
About a week ago.
where did this pack of Fae head off to?
I put myself in that corner and I bunched all that trash around me and I stayed there. It wasn't.
Can I make a tracking check?
Yeah. Make a survival check.
Yeah, tracking isn't a skill. I said that, and then I was like, well,
The way my brain
Not a
folded in
thing.
a little bit as I went. How? Oh, right. Okay. Oh, no.
10.
Oh, no. Into the prison.
Get the jail immediately.
Immediate.
Wild.
Oh, no.
Why are you sleeping?
Yeah, Joshua goes back inside and kind of brings out his few possessions. He's clearly looted a little as well. And
Invalid.
yeah, and he goes, I've been able to perhaps I can cook a goat for everybody in thanks.
We haven't done anything for you yet.
So,
I would be happy to share a meal with you, Joshua.
all right. Pulls out a bow and arrow and kind of steps off to the side.
You see, Solomon wants to stop him. Because I mean, he's not like vegan or anything like that. But I think he's like, no, these goats don't deserve this.
Dahlia's gonna watch him pull out a bow and just lean against a wall.
Yeah, he's gone for a little bit until he appears on one of the rooftops. He's gonna start watching. He's deciding on a goat. Finds his target. Hits. Goat goes down. You hear a
No!
You're-
I don't know why I'm having a reaction about this. Oh, Solomon's gonna say a prayer.
and he's gonna dip down out of sight to go cook and clean and cook a goat.
I think as this is all going down, Zelia has sat on the ground, legs crossed, and for a bit watched Joshua like climb up the building, like almost just taking care to make sure nothing goes wrong as it still happens.
Sure.
But as they see that Joshua has taken care of it, and they seem to be at least somewhat competent, they're going to close their eyes as they sit on the ground, legs crossed, and I think begin to commune with Woe and Oed as I cast Contact Other Plane.
Okay.
Because of the warlock type I am, Contact Other Plane specifically contacts my patron.
Right.
And I don't need to do the intelligence saving throw. It just succeeds. So I get to ask my patron 5 questions, with one word answers. Meaning, and if a one word answer would be misleading, the DM might instead offer a short phrase as an answer. I don't think anyone sees this, but as the viewers, what the camera sees is as Azalea closes their eyes, they dig their fingers into the ground beneath them. Imagine there's gravel, so don't dig their fingers into it, but kind of like place their palm flat against the ground. And with Azalea in the center, the world begins to splinter and crack like shattered glass or porcelain, similar to the effects of its skin. And a glow of a deep gold begins to emanate from within the cracks, as if there's something glowing beneath the earth itself. And I'll begin to ask Woman Oed some questions.
I'm all ears.
First question is, are there any enemies of us within this town?
Pulling up the high table.
Mm-hmm. No.
Second question is there any, beyond this current group, is there any other sapient life in this town?
Goats.
I said sapient specifically because it wouldn't count goats, I believe.
Goats could be sapient. We don't know that.
Could be. No. Oh. Yes.
Okay. From where I am, what cardinal direction is that life?
You are pointed in the direction upward and into the village.
Okay. There's 3 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So 4th question. Are they in need of aid?
No.
Okay. My 5th question. I think I want this one to be related to the Fae. The Fae creature who killed the most people in this town where are they now?
Collected.
Oh. Okay. As I asked that fifth question and I received my response, the fracturing almost vanishes in reverse, coming from beyond the horizon back into the center. That is Azalea. And very slowly, with a kind of cracking sound as they stretch and crack their neck, they open their eyes. There's one other person in this town, but they don't seem to need any help, so I think it'll be fine if we keep moving, but the Fae that passed through, they've been collected.
By what?
Melinda bet it's by whom?
Yes. Either the Spectre or the Tyrants. I know one of them has been collecting fake creatures for a while.
Faye.
Yeah.
That's not really the Spectres.
Valentine.
Ordeal.
Valentine goes, yeah, that's probably my dad.
Your father?
Tyrant Lord Huerst. He has a thing for pretty folk. He has a mausoleum. I doubt the people are alive. But their remains might be there. And any creatures they may have brought along the way.
Well, if they're dead, then no more problem for us.
Azalea didn't say dead. I think they would have said such based on what I'm understanding. Collected does not mean dead.
Well, what is he doing with them? Is he just like parading them around?
He never let me in on that secret, but he does something with them.
That still does not answer the question. If they were collected, means something else came and gotten them. It does not mean that they placed them here. So where did the Fae come from in the first place?
I'd assume the Feywild.
But many things don't easily. Oh, let me not say that out loud. Is it just easy for another plane to connect to Warren Owed like that? I know there's the veil between Whistling and Warren Owed, but it doesn't feel like planar travel just happens.
Much like Ravenloft, some people just get yoinked. But there are places within dimensions that are just set as traps to bring people in.
And let me ask this. Just looking at like the carnage or what we see left afterwards, if it feels like not a plotted out event, but a random circumstance, like it feels like a lot happened, or does it feel like strategic in the way that things are killed and dead and all that?
I mean,
If
take
that
a
makes
look at
sense.
passive investigation.
My passive investigation is 10. I had a 0 in investigation,
It definitely
fam.
strikes as a raid.
Okay.
As
I'm more just thinking like, did it seem like, just to explain where my brain's going, did it seem like the Fae just fell in here and then was like, well, fuck,
you're
we all
not
go
sure.
ham?
You're not sure.
Or did it seem like something, yeah, and that's what he's trying to figure out.
As you hear Joshua quickly come back, and he says, I found something. I can't read it, but there's a message.
Either way.
Does anyone here speak Sylvan?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Narclear.
It says put it back. It's... Someone took the stump end of a severed arm and gouged said message into the floor along the cobblestones. Blood and viscera streaked out across the way. Says, put it back. I didn't see this.
So-
it says put it back.
someone pissed off the Fae. Is there evidence of a portal or a dimension rift or something in town?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, 19.
Nice. No, there is not.
And we didn't see anything on our way into town either.
That is correct.
Well, it doesn't look like they arrived here. Or nearby, at least on our way in. They're pissed about something. They're fairies. They tend to get pissed about a lot. Huh. Something was stolen.
Oberon.
Did your father steal artifacts? Is it possible he could have stolen something from the fairies and...
You're saying to Valentine?
Yes.
Tracking where Oberon's looking while that conversation is happening.
Right now, Oberon is listening to this Fae slander and feeling some type of way about it.
I give him some scratches behind the ears. And I'm like,
Some good scratches.
they don't know. They don't know what they're talking about.
Valentine says, the plan is to get into that mausoleum.
Then do what? Save a bunch of dead people? I mean, dead people?
Look for something to help us take down the Sovereign. Because I know for a fact that the Spectre does not know about his mausoleum.
Is it possible your father is working to take that spot for himself? It's been tried before. This wouldn't be the first I've seen of that.
He's not that kind of greedy. He has enough power. He doesn't crave the busy work of running a place like this. He's already so busy handling the nobility within Arillis.
Could he be working with someone who does?
Doesn't seem his type. Doesn't seem his way. But maybe. I doubt we'd ever be on the same side.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend. Never heard of that.
The sovereign rules. They don't care that they're everyone's enemy. They don't need to prove their strength. They just...
Well, when you're fighting a battle as hopeless as this one, you can't just pick and choose who your allies are.
We will never succeed in trying to make an ally of Lord Huerst.
I mean, yeah, the
And
guy's a prick.
Many people are of the same opinion. But it's possible.
So
enemy
what's
of my
your...
enemy is a good tactic, but when the enemy of my enemy also send goons to try and kill us twice,
That's fair. So what do you want to do? Kill the bastard?
Yes.
I mean, eventually.
When the
Oh.
time is right, I plan to stand over him and drive my sword into his eye.
Oh, you have daddy issues. Great. You have bard and you have daddy issues. You're just a fun person to be around.
That's what they say.
Oh, that was sarcasm. Oh,
What matters is if these Fae will return to do more, or if their appearance bodes another omen. Either way, we head off.
Perhaps if West did steal something from them, we can steal it back and return it. Perhaps there are allies within the Feywild to be had. We return whatever artifact they're angry enough to come to this place for. Perhaps upon return of that artifact we can find.
Will say we're making a lot of assumptions at the moment. That there's an artifact that is in the mausoleum. That even if we
Spitballing.
do return the artifact, there'll be an ally, not just tear us apart to take it from us.
Or whatever it is that was stolen, we keep it for ourselves. I'm putting ideas out there.
It's not a terrible idea, says Valentine. Not all Fae are as bloodthirsty as these ones were, from what I can tell. This seems to be an extreme. What were you saying, Pierce?
I was gonna say, of all the training and stories that I would have gotten during my time with the Deadcrest Hunters, would I have ever learned, even briefly, of something idolized within the Fae that is super, super important? Even just an inkling.
Make a history check.
Okay.
It's gonna have to be real high because Whistling has not had access to Fae, or the Fae
Gotcha.
realm, for a long
So
time.
I get to roll this with advantage because it has to do with Fae, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, Kate.
You said in a long time. Would it have been a thing in my
much
time?
longer than your time, unfortunately.
Oh, you bitch! I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
What is
So
that
let-
with your bonus though? You got a lot.
May
I
I
have a
propose
plus
to you a
10.
dice jail?
Let me tell you all about Whibbles. Whibbles are these adorable little Fae creatures that don't believe in the concept of ownership. They wear mushroom hats, and their little noses poke out from the mushroom hats, and they got little beards, and they wear suspenders
They're
and have
gnomes.
little
They're
wooden shoes
garden
with curly,
gnomes.
curly. They're Whibbles.
They're Whibbles!
They're Whibbles, and they're adorable.
You're describing the things that litter people's yards.
It's great.
No,
That is
garden gnomes have pointy cones. These are mushrooms.
Quibbles are almost like they got the whimsy of a hobbit in Hobbiton, but in that they will have a full pantry, you know, and a whole ass pie that's the size of, you know, a single blueberry. They're very small. Safe to say, roughly the size of a garden gnome, maybe even smaller. Probably actually even smaller. And they're famous for the cognitive dissonance of the firm and very serious innate belief that that ownership is not a real thing. But they do have shoes and suspenders. So no one really has been able to parse that. But with a 2, that is what you know that you pull up on your Fey trading.
2 plus 10 is still.
Oh, 2 plus 10? Okay, I didn't hear the plus 10. You would know that elves can trace their ancestry to the Fey realm. Goblins can trace their ancestry to the Fey realm. You know that the Fey realm has 6 courts. 1 day, 1 night, and 4 for the seasons. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to try a thing.
The chair's squeaking on me.
I'm going to try and access some shared memories, if I can. As an elf, I can draw from shared elven memory, basically from current, I believe the way they kind of flavor is from current elves and past elves as well. And that's how I get to change my proficiency every long rest.
Okay.
But I want to see if I can use that connection I have to not work in my working memory, but in the working memory of past elves. My ancestors, to see if there's anything related to those stories I can remember.
Interesting.
You of the pain, get in here.
We're going back in time.
I thought you were a Shatterkai.
Yeah, Shadowkai elf is a type of elf.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is a.
Been playing this game for how many years? I know nothing.
There's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
Sifting. Not spiraling, but questing inward. Is it a feature or an ability or any kind of
It's a feature. It's how to basically explain the trance ability. So basically, when I'm in a trance, I can change my proficiencies because I'm pulling on on past memories of other elves in my ancestry.
Everyone settles down over goat. A harmless but new seasoning is introduced to the party. New flavor that the goat meat is cooked with. And during this short rest, Azalea, make a history check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay. History.
Hey, welcome in, Jace.
Okay. Honestly, better than I thought it was, considering I have a -1 to history. A 12.
Echoes of memories. Echoes of memories. You have an ancestor that made a point of committing their life to finding and killing the Wild Hunt. A faction of Fae that hedonistically sing and dance and giggle as they eat people. The halos are new. They did not have these strange halos in your ancestors' time.
I think the search inwards doesn't look like when they contact their patron. It's not as meditative or reverent. I think it's very much as they're watching everyone eat or go about their short rest, whatever they're doing, as daily as watching the flames that the goat is being cooked over. And they're kind of losing themselves in the flame, just looking at the center of it, looking to the middle distance. It's not to sift through their memories. When they hit the bottom of their own, they dig further beneath that into the next ancestors, and then the ancestor of that, and further until they reach something that somewhat matches what we're seeing. The Wild Hunt. I think the Fae that marched through here. I think it's the Wild Hunt. But beyond that, I'm not entirely sure why this town in particular, what they're looking for, but we have a name at the very least.
Oh.
You shoo away a goat. It was all like, oh, I found the hand. I found the spider thing. I can eat it now. No, it's your hand now, and you gotta shoo it away.
Is there any tinge of familiarity with the Wild Hunt on my end?
Not that you would have had experience with. They've never made an appearance in the timeline of Whistling, as far as you're aware. Long ago, in Whistling, the gods sealed shut every weir way and waystone, every means of entering and exiting the pain, the material plane that was Whistling. And that was a long time ago. And so there were some Fae that were within that found themselves trapped. And they went on to become known.
Now, I have to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a connection between House Thorn and the elves? Sorry, and the Fae.
And the Fae? Not to your
Yeah.
knowledge.
Okay. I asked because there's a thing happening that I kind of want it to be a thing, but it might not be. So I'm gonna do it anyway. I didn't think this would happen. I wonder if there's anything. Well, maybe this is even just what I think it is. And you see him take his hand that has the mark. By death, everything glows. And I'm going to cast the spell Halo of Flames that I've had on my sheet since the beginning.
Read it to me.
A ring of flame ignites over your head and emits heat in a 5-foot emanation around me. When anything enters the space, blah, 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 I can force it to make a save, and it does fire damage. It's literally just a concentration halo of flame. Is there any connection? If not, fine. Totally fine. But I thought it was wild that we're talking about halos of flame,
What
and I
school of
have that
magic
as a
is it?
spell. Evocation.
You've cast this spell before in your journeys,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always been a traditional fiery halo. But on a lark, you cast it now, and it is green. Dahlia. Make a nature check.
That's the third 8 I've rolled tonight. So 22.
Okay. The investiture of this land is desecrated. Something about the wild hunt and the way that they kill and the way that they slaughter has affected the magic of the very land.
I'm going to, noticing that, instantly going to cast Druidcraft and try and, I'll try and just like sprout a flower or something. Like, I just want to, something with nature, like Druidcrafty.
Azalea,
Yes.
you tunnel. There's this strange vertigo of not nausea, but that kind of vertigo that kind of comes with nausea, just that vertigo. As the spell is cast, and Dahlia, it does not work.
Has it worked before?
Yes. I apologize for my squeaky chair.
Again, I'm going to try and just make a breeze with the same spell.
It does not work.
What are you doing?
Azalea, you're getting double tapped.
This normally works. Even here.
It's not. It's. Oh.
Try to light, or like put out our campfire.
Azalea,
Snuff
make
out
a
the
con save.
fire.
Oh,
Damn it.
This now she's watching Azalea as she's doing this. That look of like manic curiosity.
It's a nat 20 for 23.
Nat 20. Okay, you catch yourself before you pass out into the fire.
If you could stop. It's not working. Whatever it's doing does not feel good. So just.
That was the very first bit of magic I ever taught myself. Cute little cantrip called Druidcraft. Do you know what it does? Taps into the nature of a land. I am not a nature being, but sometimes my magic does relate to it. I studied necromancy, very much the cycle of life and death, and life is all about nature. Nature on this plane of his existence is odd. Nature in the Feywild is odd.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
When
my
you-
chances with the wilderness. And Joshua kind of gets up and goes, respectfully, you guys are crazy. I wish you all the luck in the world, bye, and is going to gather his things, nod politely, very antagonistically, and slowly heft his way and make his way out.
Sweet Pea slides Dahlia like a gold coin. Like they made a bet. When you said that the wild hunt was captured,
Collected, yes.
collected, what told you that exactly?
Won't know it.
And how did Womano tell you that?
I communed with them.
Them.
Yes.
When you refer to Womano, are you referring to the land we walk on? Or higher being?
Until recently, I thought it was just the very plane itself, but I'm learning that the person and the land are one and the same.
What person?
We know it.
And where is this person?
Dahlia.
I don't like
It's
not knowing
fine.
things.
It's fine. I'm happy to answer the questions I can. I don't know.
You're tied to this land. Very strange way. The magic
Chose
of this
me when
land,
I was young.
it flows through you. The magic of this land is changing as that's not normally green. And my little poof tricks normally work.
Which is in itself an impossibility with it being druidic magic.
You
But now it's acting like everywhere else with everyone else.
All
more
this is saying
Questions?
is that if things are changing, time we are losing. We can't afford to lose more.
all I'm saying is there's a lot of unknowns. Especially with you, Azalea. If the magic of Woman Owed flows through you and me trying to do something that shouldn't be possible but is possible, for me at least, hurts you, and the simple act of this wild hunt of the Feywild being here changes that. Changes the magic of this land. You might be in more trouble than we thought, and it might be worth tracking down this Woman-Owed person.
Azalea, you look back to the writing, and now that you're looking at it upside down, it doesn't say put it back. It says give her up. And that's where we're going to go to break. And we're back. Let's let that fade out. So, more questions than answers for this party as they finish their short rest. Joshua, thoroughly creeped out, has taken his leave. But it becomes clear after a while that he's still in the village. He's just a very, very
Leaving
distant
it.
part of the village.
Leaving it would not be wise. So, yeah.
He's got goats for now that he can live off of. I do enjoy every now and then having an NPC like meet the party and then get their measure and be like, "Ooh, this is too
I'm
much.
good."
This is danger incarnate. This is
Like, I'm just a guy.
yeah.
I don't even have a level. I don't have a character class. I'm just a
Yeah.
guy.
I
Not
barely
doing
have a
this.
last name.
Barely have a last name.
He's a level 1 rogue. He's
No, we
just
already got a
little
rogue.
guy.
He's trying to swindle us, eh? I see.
Pierce is immediately like, Psh, man, fuck that guy.
If you two are going to be joining us on this attack on the Spectre, there are some things that I think might be worthy sharing with you. I can't say I have much information to really expand on what I'm about to say. That much is still a mystery. But recently we learned that Warren Oed was currently, I'm not sure, but was a woman. Took several forms. The only one that I know of was a Shadakai elf as well. Originally from the Feywild, seemed normal enough to me from the vision I was shown. Went to a school, a college, a magic college called Heteric Fen Sharecross. Studied all sorts of magic. I can only assume they most likely specialized in some form of necromancy, but that much is just subjection. I don't know that for sure. And then for reasons I'm not entirely sure, maybe just to revive it, she bound herself to the world tree in a plane known as the Shadowfell. I've no real knowledge about what the world tree is or why she felt this was necessary or what she expected would happen. But after that happened, the Spectre showed up. And I suppose stole an aspect of the tree, the undead aspect or its living aspect. I don't know. This is lore and magic beyond me at the moment. But it caused the folding in on itself of the Shadowfell, or at least part of it. And that became the plane we now call Warren Oed.
Wait, so this used to be the Shadowfell?
That's what I saw.
You can't see Faf's smile, but you see his little mustache twitch up. He goes,
the Thistle and Quill Feywild campaign is a sister campaign to Bayonet. So we have the two campaigns, Terraform and Rotten Toil in the material plane, and then its two reflections, Bayonet and Thistle and Quill. The Shadowfell, now Woe and Oed, and the Feywild.
You smart DM.
No, thanks.
that's crazy.
7 years.
Wait, so are we the reflection of this one Quill?
In a sense. Reflection might not be the right word.
Wait.
If the Shadowfell was still in the correct form, or the original form, correct is not the right word there either, then yes, much more so. When the Thistle and Quill peeps were making their characters, I threw in a tiny little detail during the session 0 that was like, by the way, the Shadowfell's just gone. Everyone just knows it's gone. It's like missing your reflection to a certain degree. The Feywild has had a very rough time as well. Many population deteriorating cataclysms have rocked the Feywild over the time of its existence. But it
oh no.
She's heard enough.
You did what? I've got us on the forehead. Let me just put you down here, and then put you over here, and then put your name down here.
Bill, it was the cat.
You know, you could have just changed our cameras and not that.
No, because this way I can switch back to the five
okay,
head
fair.
Yeah.
without having to move the pictures back, and now we're just good.
That is
locked in,
wild.
good to go. Yeah, I got $5, Bill, that says it was the cat. We discovered a couple episodes ago that the cat likes to get underneath the table and just start pulling wires. And the Shadar Kai are elves that find their origin within the Shadowfell.
Kate's Wi-Fi completely cut out.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow! Sorry. Well, hopefully they come back soon.
This is all seen. There was a primordial being we found. From what I could tell, they were very close to Wowen Oed. When we met them, they seemed to mourn the loss quite deeply, so I used myself as a point of contact. And in that, I witnessed a loss of their memory.
That was a ruby dragon known as Sunter Duerna. Originally, a dragon, a red dragon that was allied to Wowen Oed when she came to the Shadowfell. Petrified by the Sovereign's magics, and then eventually coming back to sentience as a crystal ruby dragon, like a gem dragon.
There is a chance this tree returning the aspect that was stolen from it could free it from the grasp of the spectre. But where the tree is, how exactly we can even do this, I don't know.
Azalea, if you look at Solomon, you see a man who his face is the equivalent of the elderly person who has all these kids telling them about their day. And just like not exasperated, but like there's a soft kindness to it, but it's also a what the hell is going on type of look.
What do you mean cash is an app? It's cash. Cash is cash.
Cash is cash. But he's just... I find that sometimes the path we take is really encapsulated by the fact that we do it one step at a time. Clearly, this Fey connection, it will show its head when it needs to. Perhaps, if you are looking for linearity, we go to Rillis as we were. Speak to Lady Kathleen and see if from their point of view they might know more.
I have friends I can ask as well. Good with keeping ears and eyes out.
And perhaps while we are there, if there is a connection point to his father that we can look into as well. But we have to journey to get to that point.
Yes. I'm more than rested. I've eaten my fill. We can pack up what remains and start to head out.
Okay.
You are quiet. Finally looks over at Pierce.
Should I tell them about the... And
The more information they know, the better.
The more?
The more information they know, the better.
Is it a pertinent thing that will be a potential hindrance to my safety, Dahlia's safety, or Evie's safety?
Well, that depends how you look at it. And Pierce will reach into his pack and pull out the very small vial, already half used, of the depetrification salve that he was able to fashion last season. The tree in question, if we're able to find it, wherever it is. This isn't a guarantee, but it's the best lead we've got as far as returning some form of its original form to it. But I'm gonna need a lot more mimics in order to make more of this stuff.
I'm sorry, did you say mimics?
Yes, I did.
Mimics as in...
The small, purplish, goopy things that can look like other things, multiple eyes, big teeth. I need a lot of their blood, essentially.
Undead. Aberrations. Fae. Mimics. You see Solomon get up, dust himself off. When we are ready to go. And he just needs to process.
Goes on a walk, stares at the interim for a little
It's
while,
like,
watching
he's doing
shit
that
float
death.
through the sky.
Oh, the dead.
Storm's coming. I can feel it in my knee. Better get ahead of this thing. Let's get inside. Close all the windows.
Sorry.
Just my dad.
This is not. I mean, I help other worlders all the time. Seeing someone become overwhelmed by will and it doesn't faze me. I'm like, yep, there's another one. Anyway.
Taking it in
but
stride.
Azalea will start packing up and get ready to go. They'll definitely take some goat meat to go.
Pierce will give Oberon a leg bone. Careful with those. You spark up too much and you're gonna blow up again. Careful.
You mentioned
Gentle
blow up
bites
and it
like-
goes.
Yeah. No, no, no.
It doesn't.
If we get into another fight, you might get the chance, but hold off on that while you're within our general vicinity. We'll get some training when we rest for camp, and I'll let you blow up shit to your heart's. These dog zoomies go crazy, man. I'm telling you.
The party gathers themselves and slowly gets ready and begins weaving their way through the city, through the village, until you find yourselves slowly making your way up into the abandoned megacity of Rillis. D100s, everybody.
Here we go.
There we are.
Is that not quite not bingo for me yet?
It's a big. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I do got D100 on here.
Oh, everyone's doing bingo. I haven't even done it.
I haven't gotten bingo yet.
I've
I'm
also
close.
not checked
I dropped a
bingo
die.
tonight
Is that on
yet.
here?
You did. It dropped the dice on here.
Oh, it's not on here for me. Damn it.
Someone drops a
I'll
die
do a bingo.
above the
I got a
question.
3.
A 3?
A 3.
I got the opposite of that. I got a 30.
Hang on, I gotta roll because I dropped the die. Ow! I got a 7.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, gang, if you didn't know, my D100 encounters are golf rules. Lower is actually better. And this is a group roll that is pretty damn good.
I never remember whether low rolls are bad or good.
Only the D100 travel encounter table is inverted like that. I got it from one of the D&D books. I don't remember which one. But, needless to say, let me check my... Okay. As you guys are wandering along, you begin moving into this mega city. For CB, whose first time venturing into this dreary, empty land, I must explain. There's stone everywhere. 100-foot high ceilings in places. Many right angles and many stairs and slopes. Azalea, we're not in quite familiar territory just yet, so there is some guessing. And at some point you find a few troubling signs, and so you kind of move through a few areas. At one point you guys have to make your way up a chute of a kind, like a chimney that seems to go for a very long time, and many one-room houses that are all kind of stacked on top of each other with more stairs kind of going up and along the sides and ways. Monolithic. It is many big open expanses within this empty, echoing structure of a city. While you guys are moving through said chute, what's the marching order? Who's going up the chute first in this lineup of Santa Claus-esque?
I think it makes sense for it to be me.
Okay. You hear it first.
Okay.
I'm from Rillis. I'm guiding you to my home city.
Fair, but he's such a protector. It's fine. I'll be second.
The Fey Wolf Fox does have to kind of go into the arm pierce for this part. Azalea, you hear it first, this kind of scraping noise. you look up, and something is falling down the chute towards you.
Can I gauge the size?
Maybe the size of a microwave.
Okay. And there's no room for me to like. It's pretty like tight quarters in here.
Yeah, you're able to kind of put your arm out on any angle, but you can try to like flatten yourself to one side to allow it to fast, but it'll probably still dink you on the way down.
Yeah.
It's traveling at the velocity of oh god, what's the terminal velocity?
Terminal velocity is one dangerous, but two different depending on what is falling, I guess. So how fast is it? What is it? Is it? But like for example, bowling ball's terminal velocity is different from.
Is
like,
it an
a
actual microwave?
Yeah, it is. It is not paper. It is heavy. It is a dense package of some kind. You can make a perception check.
Yeah, I'll do that. See if I can gauge what it is coming at me.
Azalea like stops and looks up, and everyone would note this as they're no longer climbing.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 looks to be a bound and wrapped package.
Okay. As best I can. I mean, I might as well. I want to give it a try. I'm gonna try and catch this thing.
Okay, make a sleight of hand.
Anything I can do here to help me. Ooh. Okay, I have an idea. I want to try
Okay.
if you'll allow this. And I will spend an action to do this. As I see this thing falling, I would like to reach forward. Actually, let me make sure I'm reading this right. Yes. And there's no. Okay, I'm gonna place a hand on the wall in front of me. And I'm gonna cast Shadow Portal. And what happens here is that when I cast Shadow Portal, I create a door in the nearest ward, cliff, tree, and it's immediately bound to a similar door 200 feet away. I don't care about the door 200 feet away. As I make a door appear here, I'm gonna open the door and have the parcel land on the door.
Oh,
and
like
stop
opening
by
up the door itself from the hinge?
Yeah, from the hinge, and have it stop above me.
That's wild.
Brilliant.
Okay, yeah, you make a shield out of the door and it smashes into it, taking the brunt of the damage.
What is going on?
I'm not sure. Some kind of parcel fell. Hold on. I'm gonna like slowly close the door and like try to get the parcel from the door as I shut it.
You manage
back into the wall.
Get the parcel out. You can see some runes on it as you kind of post like your back up against one and like your knees up against the other side, so you can kind of comfortably put this thing on your lap and start unwrapping it.
I'm not unwrapping it here. I'm getting up out of the chute first.
Okay.
If there's an explosion in here, I want us to be able
What
to
if
run
it's
away.
a bomb?
Yeah.
There's someone like 3 miles down there coming up the chute. Bomb them. That's actually pretty brilliant. I love that actually.
I thought this was a bomb falling. So
Yeah, I'm not opening this up in this enclosed tiny space. I'm going to continue climbing up.
Sure thing.
I'm just be like, I'm not sure what it is, but I'll be honest, I don't trust it, especially not opening it in here.
Okay. There are some runes kind of scratched onto it, which seem to create a non-detection spell, hiding it from scrying and the like.
Okay. Interesting. I'll take note of that as we climb and just say, whoever dropped this, lost this, is going to have a hard time finding it, considering all these runes. Specifically done not to be detectable. could be useful, actually.
There's another scraping sound.
God damn it.
And you look, and everyone else kind of looks, and you can see a second package hurling down the chute.
Are we going up a mail chute right now?
Not, it's being used like one.
So it's not
But,
actually on, but it seems to be used as one for some reason here. Okay.
Azalea
I will do the door
and
thing
Pierce
again.
make history checks. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
the door's still there, so you're like, oh my god, and you
Yeah.
can manage to
Are we
catch
not
it.
just walking into Rillis? We're going up a chute? I'm lost.
It's a tricky navigation that you need to consider, for the sovereign fills this land with creatures. Oh, also no teleporting.
Gotcha.
No teleporting.
No teleporting in
within
here.
the outer Rillis.
Okay,
city.
I
Was it
didn't
out to Rillis?
consider.
Oh, I thought it was in the tunnels up to Reddit from Pleat that we couldn't teleport. 'Cause I remember
Yeah,
teleporting.
same thing. We're just on the other side.
Okay.
It's the
Okay. Yeah,
the
it's the same
abandoned
thing. Yeah.
outsides of the Pillar City itself that are.
So Feth, let me ask you: does this have anything to do with faith fiends or undead, or to recall information about a darker past surrounding an object that we're touching, or a location that we're present in?
Define darker. Like sinister, like evil.
Like, yeah.
Sure. Check your
I love you.
goddamn bingo cards. I love you too. You ragamuffin. You
Thank
scallywag.
16.
16. All right, what'd you get, Azalea?
I got terrible. I got a 9.
Okay. Pierce, you remember Puff discovering the criminal underbelly of Rillis,
Yeah.
the Scoury. Puff mentioned that these old chimney chutes were being used to smuggle things.
This is probably connected to the Scoury. So maybe we don't mess with these. I don't know if it's a good idea to get them on, or get us on their bad side. I mean,
I will look at the second parcel that that has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
The same non-detection magic on it, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
This one, when you catch it, clinks.
So, really quickly, so Omega can understand. Because Omega was like, oh, we're walking into Rillis. It's like a city, blah, blah, blah. And I knew it was abandoned. But I didn't realize we gotta, like, last of us sneak into Rillis.
It's not that you're avoiding people sneaking into Rillis. It's that the place is crawling with fucked up monsters.
Gotcha.
Then so it's supply and demand. The sovereign then takes tyrants and forces them to govern Rillis, the innermost city of Rillis, which is where all the people are, and they have to defend the people from the outside of Rillis. Do you see the supply and demand of herding the people together?
Yeah, I didn't realize there were monsters in Rillis. Not in
outer
the protected
Rillis.
spots. Outer Rillis. Yeah. I'm understanding now. Thank you.
like the
All right.
innermost part of the city is like heavily guarded, so like
Yeah,
a
there's
lot
not
of the
gonna
guards will
be.
stop monsters from getting in. But like
Right.
out here is lawless.
Got
So, like-
you. I'm understanding now. This makes
The city of Rillis, the entire city can hold maybe 1.5 million people. The actual city of Rillis is in the tens of thousands because of the sovereign.
Right.
I think you don't need to worry. Oh, I don't think they're going to be finding these. I think that's the whole point with these runes on them. And with who the Scoury is connected with, I think the last thing we need or want is whatever parcels they're carrying along to get to the designated destination.
I trust you.
Let's
Onwards
get out of here,
and
though. I don't want to be
upwards. Yeah.
bludgeoned by another parcel.
About an hour passes as you continue to crawl your way up this chute. Again, kind of putting your back and knees against the walls to take a break every now and then, so you don't have to exert yourself too much, but the space is narrow enough that you're able to do so and get, rest as you continue. About an hour passes, and you find yourselves pulling yourselves, actually, let's say this. You're about an hour into the climb when you suddenly feel yourself become weightless as you have entered the interim, the center flow of Woan Oed between the two landscapes, where there is no gravity. And from there you can quickly and easily pull yourselves up, and within another couple of minutes you find yourself pulling yourself out of like a chimney, out of like a fireplace.
So it's clear Evie has been on my back or next to me the entire time. Nope. Just hold on.
At
keep
one point,
tight.
she would have taken like a scarf or something and like tied her wrists together around your neck and just gone to sleep. The abandoned rooms. Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. I was gonna say I pulled myself out of the chute. So
Yeah, you can see where a fireplace was recently put out. You can still see some of the smoke hanging in the air. You're in a safe house of some kind. The door on the wall has many locks. It's fortified with lead all around. And you can see a drain pipe that's closed, but looks like it's able to be opened. And judging by that door, which is barred and fortified, likely whoever came in here from the drain to the side.
Does it seem like the way we should go is to the drain?
It's looking like this might be a safe house of the Scoury. So if we're going to move out, we need to be discreet about it. We'll check out the locks. Mostly looking for anything arcane. I think normal locks we can deal with, but I'm gonna look for arcane things.
There is a detonation charge that is wedged into the space between the door and the door frame. And if it were to be broken, it would go off. But it's on your side of the door.
Yeah, to hide it from whoever comes in. That makes sense. Yeah, do I trust myself to undo that?
I can give it a shot.
I've used it once before. I'm gonna use it again. I'm gonna place a hand on the wall. I'm gonna cast Shadow Point.
Before you start doing stuff.
Okay.
Detonation charge. I have a young cleric on my back.
What's going on? Oh!
Hi, I'm a child.
Oh, this is awesome! Oh, wow! Guys, are you seeing this?
Okay.
Hair just whoop.
God. Detonation charge is meant to prevent people from coming into where we just got?
Yeah, it's
or
a trap to keep people from getting into this room from the outside.
But we just did.
You came through the chute in the fireplace.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. And potentially we need to probably go through that way where the discharge is.
You've got two paths. One goes into the sewers, which will likely eventually get into Inner Rillis.
Okay.
Or you can go through the door, which will still be in Outer Rillis, but you get to go into Inner Rillis on your terms.
Gotcha. This makes more sense now. Okay. Newbie. Looking at the two old heads here. Which of these ways is more pertinent or more, I don't care to say safe, but which way are we going?
I think if we can go directly to Inner Rillis, that's probably for the best. Wandering around Outer for any longer, it's going to just risk us running into a creature. So getting around this door is probably the best choice. I'd rather go. I have a way to circumvent this door entirely and still get us straight to Rillis.
Circumvent this door, but we'll still be outside.
It would get us into the door, I assume, corridor that this door is meant to lead into.
Oh.
And sorry, that would still, though, if we go through the door without going through the door, we're still going into Outer Rillis before we go inside, whereas sewer gets us.
Sewer gets
sewer
us,
directly in? Okay,
sewer is directly in,
so
but it's into potentially the scoury. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're trying to avoid. Yeah.
Door means a little bit more of Outer Rillis, but we'd get into Inner Rillis on our own terms, not through the group. Gotcha. Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, that's how as well. Okay. In that case,
Valentine, for his, for him weighing in, does kind of turn up his nose at the sewer pipes. But he's, nobility. It might be a less strategic opinion than more of a unhygienic.
I would rather. Well, I suppose I should ask all of you. It's not just me on this journey. Would you rather potentially encounter the Scary? They are. I can't say normal people, but they're not monsters. They are people of the underground, working with illicit goods, sometimes magical, sometimes not. From what I understand, having a connection with the... actually, before I say this, let me check this. I believe they have a connection with one of the houses as well. Actually, I have a friend in the Scoury.
Mm-hmm. His name is Kipper.
Kipper.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I have a friend in the Scoury. If I at very least use his name, maybe if I even meet up with him, could give us fairly easy passage through this passageway and directly into Rillis. There's a chance it won't. So we may have to fight and deal with that threat, or we can circumvent this door and go the longer way through Outer Rillis into Inner.
You know also the name of the person who runs the Scoury. Goes by Denier.
Denier.
D-E-N-I-E-R. Denier.
Yeah.
And then Kipper is known as a Weirwalker. He lights all of the Weir lights within the city, kind of like a lantern master. I don't know what the term for that is, but
what would you call the Scoury? Like a guild or a?
I would call it the black market. There are other criminal organizations, but the one that deals in goods moving in and out of the city goes through the Scoury, and they make sure that they're the only people in town doing that work.
You said Denier is the leader, and what about a Weirwalker?
That is Kipper, the connection that Azalea mentioned. Kipper is a info broker, has a few tips and tricks of getting around the city in and Outer Rillis that involves teleportation, which in Outer Rillis makes his job very risky because that wakes up the hair.
So I guess I want to ask the two of you: would you rather face a potential threat of creatures that roam Arterialis, or face a potential threat of a unhappy black market?
Well, I mean, I think there's a chance we can talk our way past the scouring. But we need to hide those very well. And I'll point at the parcels that we picked up. So they might not be able to sense them on us, but if they see them,
Yeah.
If we're going to loot them, we
immediately-
could just send them back down the chute.
I'd rather not have that.
I
delivery
don't-
go
I
through.
wouldn't mind seeing what's in there. We can always pack
That-
it back up.
yeah, I mean,
I'm going to very carefully. I want to keep the packaging intact. Like when you get like a really nice wrapping paper for a Christmas present, I want to unwrap it and keep the packaging
ooh, it's sad.
to not ruin the non-detection runes.
Yeah, that's a fun little thing to have in the pocket in and of itself, that paper. You can just
Yeah.
wrap something in it.
That's a big reason why I'm keeping that paper as well.
Solomon's being very quiet. I don't think he condones the taking of someone else's things. Oh, just.
Evie looks at you and goes, just emulates you. Like the stance is perfectly the same. Vodka. Vodka?
I look at it and
In
I
the
look over
boxes.
at Pierce.
The fuck? I'm looking for a label. Does it say last light?
It's
in?
your vodka.
Excuse me?
Like, a hot commodity.
In my pocket. I needed another one of these. I was gonna pick one up when we got back to Rillis, but that saves me the trip. So
And health
when.
potions.
Oh, nice. Okay, what kind?
The minimal ones, the ones that give a D4. But you've got 8 of them between the 2 packages, 4 in each.
Pierce and Puff, they worked on a it's vodka, right? That's how you pronounce it.
yeah, they didn't have it when we got here. Me and a good friend and a business partner. We brought vodka to Lonoit, and it seems to have caught on a lot because they're now smuggling it. Why are they smuggling it?
You do realize, Solomon, you have not seen a potato since you've gotten here.
It makes sense if the world is, no druid stuff, no nature really.
No direct sunlight either.
No direct sunlight, yeah. I think no matter what, I'm always going to leave moments with you with more questions than answers. Regardless. Thievery aside, monsters can be handled because we know that they are going to act in a way that the sovereign dictates, and thus they will be handled. Those with sentient sapience, a little harder to figure out. And if we are trying to get into Rillis, I'd rather get into Rillis without grudges or issues that can't be handled with the swing of my blade.
Honestly, fair point. We'll go around this door.
Yeah.
And I very, very specifically walk to the very side of the door, to the wall that this trapdoor is attached to, and I'm going to cast Shadow Portal on the wall to create my own door.
Amazing.
And as we're going over there, and I will be like, I see your point, but technically, this one isn't stealing. This is mine. I don't mean that figuratively. I literally made this. So, I mean...
Can I try?
No.
No, you cannot try.
Why?
Why?
Because this is not good for children. It hurts.
Wait, it's not
You
good
made
for
a drink
kids?
that hurts?
You made a
Doesn't
drink that
hurt
kids
everybody.
can't drink?
Who would buy that?
Have you told anyone that kids can't drink this?
Let's just, and I keep walking.
The Woanoid FDA has left many notices on the last.
Did you tell
Light In.
Lucas that they shouldn't sell this to kids?
He runs a tavern. I would.
Okay, vodka is very different to anything we serve.
I would.
Valentine bellows with laughter as you guys step back out into Outer Rillis and continue onward. Stepping out into this area, you're immediately met. Well, let's say you can see through the shadow portal, or do you have to walk through?
Yes, I can open. It's literally looking through a door, but the door is like a portal to the next end. Yeah.
Webs.
No.
Blue webs.
All right. He went up first through the poop chute. I'm going up first now through. He's like, no.
Okay, well, keep an
Hold
eye
up,
out for
let 'em
teleporting
cook.
spiders.
For what?
Teleporting spiders, if you're gonna take the lead.
Wait, no, this wasn't a joke. This actually teleporting spot. Okay.
And
He
we'll,
just keeps
I will,
walking.
and we'll very quietly be like, just be careful if they're around. It could be around.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
I'm going to cast transient bulwark on myself.
The fuck?
What's that? The spell that I can put upon myself, and as I do, it just says death protects me till the end. And you see just like a shimmer around. It's the spell that the next attack roll against me will have the -10 penalty on it.
Okay.
And it lasts for 8 hours.
Amazing. You
Can I
step.
go ahead and load up my Crimson Right, by the way?
Absolutely.
Crimson Right of Storm.
Absolutely.
On the barrel. Of the
I'm
rifle.
also gonna pop my hand off and send a spider ahead as well. Just
All right.
crawl up ahead.
Solomon,
Small spider meet big spider.
Solomon, make an acrobatics check as you step into these webs and try to avoid and weave through these. Unless you're just face checking these webs. What?
I am not. I am old.
So you want to just face check these webs?
Acrobatics?
You gonna just face check these webs, or you gonna lean slightly? it's the old dad noises of like, when you go to squat down, you gotta get under the thing, and you get back
There is
up.
a chance. There's a big chance we fail this game.
Throw your back up.
Guidance.
Yeah, fair.
Ah, yes, guidance from death.
Hold on. Get back. I dropped a die.
No.
Get better. What are you? Okay. And I'm gonna use 10 HP points out.
Sorry.
To
That
give
was very
myself
funny.
a +5. That's gonna get me with a +0 to start with. Mathiana Grande. 25. I rolled an 18 on the die.
Ow.
Like,
Okay.
You took 10. You taking 10 health to do this actually makes so much sense. We're like, oh, God damn it. Oh.
As you move yourself into the area, you're in this kind of short-ceilinged hall. And as you're getting comfy and you're kind of stretching back up, you notice that the ceiling of this hallway is oddly shaped. Everything else has been kind of abstract brutalism so far, but the ceiling above here is swoopy. And as you're kind of locking that in, it moves. It moves along and continues to move along and then stops. You look at the sides of the ceiling and you see bug-like legs from what you realize to be underneath carapace.
Oh.
You see like a diver stepping into water, Azalea sink into the ground as I use my staff's ability to phase through stone. And I'm just in the stone floor,
Excellent.
walking basically beneath everyone.
What is this?
In your head, you hear. Doesn't seem like they're attacking, so let's just keep moving. I'm right underneath you.
Stealth.
Let's roll stealth.
Ooh.
As you guys are going, you start noticing an accumulation of spiders on your person. Just every now and then you look down and there's a little white spider, like bone white. You gotta, or whatever you do to that spider.
Except
just
for
start
me, 'cause
finding
I'm in
them
the
on you.
ground.
Yeah, not you. You're
I'm-
great.
I'm safe.
Every now and then a spider's walking around the floor and goes, whoa. And that's the extent of that. Okay, all right. Anyway.
25.
25.
Do I need to roll stealth since I'm in the stone and I can't be seen? And I don't disturb
Yes,
the stone
but I'll
either,
say
so
you
I
have a
move through it.
different DC.
Okay.
Okay, gang. So remember when I talked about dexterity, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just checking to see if there's anything that could have helped with this. Nar. Okay, so this is an active choice to stealth though, so I think guidance will still apply. Take another 5 to the face. I mean, another 10 to the face.
Not to
Ow.
the face.
Oh no, it's giving face.
Not to the domium.
17.
Okay.
I also rolled a 17.
Okay. Well done. Sifting. Taking every step as easily as you can. You continue down this hallway. About an hour passes. This thing is still above you. You're not moving very fast, mind you. Being stealthy and having to step through and around various webs.
I want to send my spider up. My spider's still out there. I'm underground, but I'm looking through my spider's eyes. So I want to send my spider up the wall to get a good look at what's going on there.
Allie, if you could post the picture in the Discord for me. It's the most recent one I sent you. Now, you've heard of a remores. You may have even seen one before. But this is the Shelob of remores. This is the Ungoliant of remores. This is a big-ass centipede. And it is seemingly made of graying ice. This gray-blue scale with the faint glow of fire within. Chat, feel free to head over onto the Discord, and you can go over to the Bayonet channel after you accept the rules, and you can see the visuals from there.
So I've heard of this. I assume I haven't. I don't think I've seen this before, but I've heard of it.
You've heard of them before, yeah. Generally tundra creatures.
In both of your heads, you hear Zeta's voice. Another one of the Spectre's toys watching us hasn't attacked, but be wary. It doesn't belong here. It should be in much colder climates.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Going slow, keeping steady. Yeah. Not making any harsh movement or anything. Y'all can see that Solomon isn't necessarily, and again, he's not like a badass. He kind of is, but he's not like the ego. He's not like I can do this, but like he's not showing fear of it. Just say, all right, this is a lot. All right, let's get through a lot.
Acknowledging the situation.
Yeah.
So,
Even more so, just to note, my lantern is not on.
okay.
Just to make sure that, or let me ask this: was there any type of like, what was the light situation going into the space? Did the ceiling
Very
went into
dark.
darkness?
It is.
Right,
It is
okay.
very, very. There is some fluorescence in the algae and stuff like that.
Fair.
It's not pitch black.
Okay. Even then, 'cause I can technically reduce the light and to make it be dim. But I don't think I think he'll just keep it off just to be safe until I need to turn it back on, which I can just do without an action. I can just do it. Sorry, it is technically bonus action, but
Everything's going according to plan. When suddenly, the Remores lurches. Kind of lurches again. Again, it's all just the spine of this thing along the ceiling. And then it begins to thrash. It begins to twist and writhe and slam against the floor. Pierce and Solomon need to make a dexterity saving throw as it continues to roil and thrash its skittering appendages, just scrabbling at the walls and churning. It doesn't seem to be directly at you guys. It seems to be long enough that of a creature that you don't know what the context is of what's causing this thing strife.
I rolled for my spider as well, and it gets crushed.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah.
my hand.
My good right hand.
ew, that's a 14.
34.
14 fails. You don't have to roll, Azalea.
I do take
Wow.
psychic damage when my hand gets destroyed, though. But I'm resistant to psychic damage, so I only get half.
You'll take half of this damage, Pierce.
I have evasion though.
It is not directed at you.
Oh.
Does that matter for evasion? I know
I
it
don't think
matters
it
for
does.
one of your abilities.
Any deck save.
If you make a dex save, yeah. You're thinking like Shield Master. Shield Master specifically says directed at you.
6d10 plus 7
Oh.
piercing damage. So you take 39 piercing damage. And, for funsies, an additional 14 fire damage.
Now, why would you do that? 1 second. What was that number in total?
I used a dice roller. I used a roller,
You
and
said you said 30 something and 14, I
I
think.
think it
30
was
something.
36, 37,
39.
39.
39 and
39 and
14.
14, so that's
Yeah, yeah.
53.
Yes, thank you.
You're gonna hear because it just happens. Of course, it just happens. This thing starts thrashing, and he can just tell that something's wrong. And he says, "Death, give me pause for one moment." Let me use my reaction. For my mark. My mark begins to glow, actually, or like pulse, and I become like the shadow. I can use my reaction to take half the damage.
Oh, nice.
I can do it once per long rest, so I will take 26 points of damage instead.
Think of this rectangular tunnel that you're in, right? And then think of the writhing Remores down the length of it, and then think of Pierce running in circles, running in loops, and just jumping down and weaving and sliding on the ground, and then going prone and then hanging on the wall as you perfectly evade this roiling
the image in my head I get is Aang in the tiny room with Zuko at the very beginning, and like the writhing stops, and Pierce is just like.
Can we get the fuck out of here?
It then finally collapses to the ground and falls still. You now have to walk along it to continue.
Is it dead?
It's twitching a little.
How's Evie?
Evie is totally fine. The rope trick comes down, and Valentine just boop. He dusts himself off.
Oh, I'm not gonna have to deal with this each time. Okay. Gets up.
It was a bug. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. Still out of breath. It's not great.
Pierce.
It's not great.
Pierce, you're covered in spiders.
Thank you.
You see a newly formed hand stick out of the wall. Another hand stick out, and again they're gonna pull the hand up and set out another spider to go ahead before the.
You see, as he stands there, some of the wounds begins to heal. Some of that bruising. You almost hear him just like crack his neck back. Oh, okay. Oh, this is. I'm gonna use some hit dice. What the heck, David Blaine?
I'll ask him when I see him.
He'll never answer.
Was that a magician in Vegas?
I believe so, yeah.
Ah, I knew a thing
All right.
about the real
Back
world.
up to 235 of 252.
The reassurance is short-lived, as
No.
the creature never quite falls still and continues to kind of twitch and thrash. About another hour of this goes by, and then it begins to bloat.
No.
Come on.
Is there anything else y'all haven't told me about this
This
pain?
is the first. This is the first I've come across this creature. I
have
don't
no
know what's
idea what
happening
this
to
is.
it.
It seems like something's burning up on the inside.
Oh.
Until that fire seems to get smothered. And spores begin to emanate from the now corpse. The air is no longer safe to breathe. This is something you've seen before, Pierce and Azalea.
Scarf.
Pierce wraps their mouth and nose up with a scarf. Evie
I'll immediately look in my
does the
bag for
same.
any other fabric I can find for Evie and Solomon.
I'm in
And
the
Dahlia.
walls, so I'm okay.
You don't need to breathe on the walls.
These are lavender spores. Similar spores that took your arm, Pierce.
We need to move now. Move. And I'm like rushing the others along in the general direction. Like being quiet is now no longer a concern.
You guys
for
begin
me.
hoofing it. Absolutely booking it. You start seeing the walls as you're continuing on taking on more fungal appearance. Not the piddle pops, but more moss, more fungus. And you soon find yourself within the influence, the land under the influence of myconids. You've seen this before. Rounding a corner. You guys are hoofing it, but you round a corner and then back up and look. And you can see these mushroom folk sowing magic and spores into the head of the now dead Remoras. And the Remoras.
I would like to do something as I see this. Still in the stone, in the earth that makes up this tunnel. Is it, what are we looking at? Is it stone? Is it earth? Mixture of both?
Stone, carved stone.
You see, what you don't see is you see Azalea walking through the stone of this tunnel, using the spider as their eyes on the outside. And when they get to around where the head is, I would like to cast stone shape, and essentially make a guillotine out of the stone and cut the heads of this thing off before this thing sets.
Cool. What level is stone shape?
4th level.
Okay.
I could cast that 5th, because I have the spell slots for it. But yeah, at base it's 4th level.
Azalea, would you be able to let Pierce know that that's your plan in doing that?
Yeah, I'll say telepathically, I think you both will hear. Stay back. I'm going to see if I can behead this thing.
In that case, if I can, I would like hold back and wait for that. If possible, I'd like to time a shot at one of the myconids when that guillotine hits.
Okay.
Try and catch it by surprise.
You hold your action. Azalea casts the spell, and you lean out, shoot your shot. As the stone goes down and severs through the corpse.
Are
13 to hit?
Okay. the so 13 does not hit, and you manage to miss. With the rock coming down, you had timed it perfectly, but you weren't able to see when they shifted. They don't seem to react. In the rock coming down and slicing, they react to this, and they seem distressed. And there's a pause, but they didn't seem to notice the arrow go by. Sorry, is it an arrow or a gun?
It's a bullet.
A bullet, so a loud gunshot?
Yeah.
My apologies. They do react.
Yeah.
Many of the myconids that you can see immediately go for cover, but the eldritch one, the one that was affecting the creature, continues to look down at the creature and then smiles as the decapitated head and the severed body start shifting. And that's where we're gonna have to pick up next episode.
Oh, that ain't good.
Solomon's done.
Welcome
To my
Lower Know
world.
It.
Bullshit.
Oh, hell.
Chat, this has been fun. Don't go anywhere just yet. We're going to be doing a raid, and it helps us all out tremendously, those whom we raid and us ourselves. I'm Sir Fevers, the Humble Dungeon Master of the Longshot table. Do you know about Heinefall? It's a 5-day LARP event. It's going on in November. You should definitely check it out. Check out Heinefall.com. Our very own Taylor Ann Tracy is the one that runs that show, and I've been going every year. It's phenomenal. Early November, outside of Austin, Texas, just north of it. If you want to get caught up, you can head over to the YouTube. We have 4 weekly streamed campaigns here on the Twitch, and we're just as partnered here as we are there, so all ads, everything, it goes a very long way for us. So please consider, if you want to support even more, you can check out the Patreon, and do go into the Discord to join our community. We are as chaotic as we're wholesome. We got memes, but most importantly, we got bingo.
Bingo!
And if you did win bingo tonight, throw it up in the channel. I love traveling in D&D because of Bayonet. Bayonet has always been just an amazing setting to try to navigate through. It's been so very good. For now, let me throw it over to ValveMax, who will tell us a bit about him, tell him a bit about his character, and then throw it over.
Hey, listen, man. When life throws you huge mile-long ice and fire centipedes, you make some fungal carcasses come back to life. You know, but I've been Pierce Ashwalker. But me personally, I'm Andy, and I go by I'm so tired. ValveMax010 on most other socials. I'm mainly over on TikTok. If you wanted to check out that, I do little goofs and gags, like little jokes about D&D and TTRPG related stuff, but also just random stuff that I find funny. Yeah, no, Pierce is ready to shoot some mushrooms, I think, and not in the fun way. So we'll pick back up with that next week. But in the meantime, I'll pass it over to CB.
Hi, my name is Omega Jones, also known as CritBard. CritBard across all social media channels, he, they pronouns. I've been Solomon, our human martyr, who is very, very quickly understanding that he is no longer in Kansas, aka Whistling, anymore. I think he learned so much about Whistling in this episode than he has this entire time he's been here. It's like, this is just a lot. But that doesn't stop him. He's not gonna like mindlessly kill anything, but clearly Pierce and Azalea have some understanding of what's going on. Um, and his axe is his axe. Well, it's Death's axe. He's just the one who's wielding it. And yeah, we'll see what happens next time. Drak.
Me, hi. I'm Drac. Drakoniques on socials. Just adder.itch.io to find me on Blue Sky. Azalea is kind of just like. I think about Azalea is that part of his job, quote unquote job, is running into other worlders and like trying to help them at the very least not die on their way to like some kind of civilization. So, and I think doing it for so many years, he's definitely like lost some tact in like slowly introducing stuff to people. He's just like, here's the facts. I'm sorry if it's a lot to handle.
Here's the facts. I know.
Here's what happens.
I know.
I've been here for years and I didn't even really fully understand what's going on here. You'll get used to it. But yeah, I think I think what I'm really enjoying, and I think Azalea's enjoying, but me to a lesser degree, is the ability to walk through stone and earth with this stuff is so fun. So fun and so cool. It gives me like so many powers over earth specifically. I didn't realize how much fun it'd be like thinking of weird, interesting ways to do like most of these are like non-damaging spells with this stuff. So I've been enjoying that a lot. And the door thing was fun. I was like, what can I do here? I don't have good strength.
That was brilliant.
So that was fun. But yeah, now I'm excited for next week to see what the hell happens now that I decapitated this thing, because apparently it's a good thing for these mushrooms that is a head and a headless body.
The Myconids like to just kind of take corpses and get them back up, but through spores.
Yeah.
It's a fun take on necromancy. All right, gang. Well, everyone pile into this raid. We're going to kick it with Rex, phenomenal being that I found on TikTok a while ago, playing Hollow Knight Silk Song like almost everyone else is in the world right now. Have